Presenting the Northwest Bank Wildcat News with the Bolt's Emily Magas. News from the Humboldt schools presented every Wednesday at this time by Northwest Bank. And now, here's Emily.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us here on the Northwest Bank Wildcat News. I've got two guests this morning. First, we'll start off with George Bruder, and it's getting time to start thinking about kindergarten and preschool for next year already, since we are getting close to wrapping up the school year this year. So we've got lots to talk about. We've got the kindergarten roundup coming up pretty quickly, right, George?
Yes, we do. Just around the corner on March 18th. It's Friday, and 5-year-olds by September 15th, 2016. And we don't make that rule. That's not Humboldt's rule. That's the state law. And there's, if the birthday's on the 16th, they cannot go to kindergarten. So I've had a lot of parents talk to me about that through the years, and there's a cutoff date, and that's it. So, but March 18th, that day at Meese Elementary, we have no regular classes. We have no preschool or kindergarten that day, and we have a morning and an afternoon session for our future kindergartners to come to school and enjoy the classrooms. They get to see the teachers. There'll be some arts and crafts planned. We'll do some reading to the students too, and also there's a snack provided for them. And of course, we always end the session with the traditional bus ride, and the boys and girls look so forward to that that bus ride. And it's not very far, but for some of them, it's the first time on a big yellow school bus. So that kind of thing there. Then as they depart, they'll receive a complimentary book from the Humboldt Community School District, and it's always a fun day for the boys and girls, and the teachers look forward to seeing them too. And of course, it's roundup. We're looking to see the numbers and that type of thing, and so we can start preparing for next year already. And like I said, here we are in the last third of the school year, and it seems like last week when we were talking for conferences, you're saying we're into the last third of the school year type of thing there. So parents will bring the boys and girls to school, or grandparents, friends, but they do not stay, because we used to do that, but with our one-to-one personalized parent, student, teacher conferences before the school year starts in August, we reserve that time then for that kind of thing. So we do need proof of age. So we say birth certificate. It doesn't have to be the birth certificate, but it has to be some document that shows proof of age. So we'll need to have that on file, and as well as immunizations need to be up to date. So parents at this time of year take advantage of that roundup to remind them that they need to get those things together and get those into us too before the new year starts. So, but yes, and the boys and girls get to have a tour of the school building if they're not familiar with Meese Elementary, and that takes place too. And we have two sessions, and we have a morning session, an afternoon, 8:30 to 11, and then we also have a 12:30 to 3 o'clock session. And we just divide up the alphabet by last name, A through L, M through Z, but Mrs. Thomas will work with all our parents if for some reason that morning doesn't work or the afternoon doesn't work and they need to switch, that type of thing there too. And Mrs. Thomas reminded me that she's been getting calls already, and she appreciates those calls. Start getting them on the list, and some of them have some really, really good questions too. So, and that's the other thing. Always get your questions answered, and we'll certainly be happy to take care of those. So kindergarten roundup, Meese Elementary on the 18th of March.
All right, awesome. And then coming up right after that, you've got the preschool open house.
And that's something new we're doing this year. In the past, we've always had our roundups all on the same day. So our 4-year-olds to be by September 15th, again, that date, 4-year-olds for our preschool, our voluntary 4-year-old preschool. And instead, for many, many of our children, it's the first time that they've ever stepped foot into Meese Elementary. So what we're going to do is take an evening and just open up the building, and call it open house, call it roundup, but it will be held from 4:30 to 6:30 on the March 22nd. It's a Tuesday evening, and parents and students are, of course, welcome to join us and meet the teachers and the teacher associates. They got some cool things planned, and the rooms will be nicely decorated for them. So we look forward to our preschool roundup open house on the evening of March 22nd, 4:30 to 6:30. Come and go, and there's many people know this already, but our preschool, there's no cost to the parents because of the grant we received many years ago. I want to think back as far as 2007, it feels like. That we've had the program at no cost to our parents, and there's transportation provided not only at the start of the school day, because we have a morning session and an afternoon session, but we have a midday transportation too. Parents really like that. Like I said, we have a morning and afternoon session. Small class sizes. This year our ratio adults to students is right at 1 to 10, and we really like that. Licensed teachers, certified teacher associates, as required by the grant, that we have that. We go with a project approach to our curriculum, which the boys and girls really have found that they like. They really like that. For example, today, it's I heard you say it was Dr. Seuss's birthday earlier, and Read Across America, and I had my Dr. Seuss tie on, and this is one of my favorite days because I get to read to the preschoolers, and I really look forward to that. So that's one of the just an example of some of the things that we're doing. Technology integration, the iPads, the devices that we have, the computers, hands-on. It's amazing to see those little fingers at work on those devices. And of course, we're as talking about Dr. Seuss, literacy rich, and to put that book in their hands. There's still something about holding a book in your hands and that kind of thing. So that's really cool. So if you'd like to pre-register, you don't have to, but Mrs. Thomas really likes those calls ahead of time. If you could let us know who's out there and that you'll be joining us that evening. If you don't get that call made, that's okay. Come on in evening of Tuesday, March 22nd, our 4-year-old Roundup open house.
All right.
So since I do have the mic, we had our first opening night of conferences last night, and went really well. As I said a week ago, I know I won't be disappointed. Our parents, the attendance is excellent, and great conversations with our teachers. Our teachers have worked hard for these conferences. Really happy to see some of the boys and girls come to their conference too, because that's who the conference is about. And so I was really happy to see them there last night. A shout out to HEA for supplying or for providing a supper sandwiches for the teachers last night. In between conferences, they have about 10 minutes to eat, and it seems like, and so a shout out to HEA, Humboldt Education Association, for doing that. We have a bake sale going on too, provided by our PAS parent organization, and that was going well. And then tomorrow night, PAS will be providing supper for the teachers. So really thankful to PAS organization, HEA, for the things that they do.
All right, again, that is Mr. Bruder talking about Kindergarten Roundup and the preschool open house, and of course conferences. They went last night, went very well, and then they'll be going on tomorrow night. We're going to take a quick break here on 97.7 Volt, and we'll be back with more here on the Northwest Bank Wildcat News.
Hi, this is Corey Matson with Northwest Bank. There's a special pride in owning and managing your own business or farm operation. There should also be a special relationship between the customer and their financial institution. At Northwest Bank, we believe our purpose is to help you reach your goals. Come experience the difference. Great rates, great products, and superior service that is a commitment you can bank on. Stop in and see us at Northwest Bank, 801 Sumner Avenue, or call us at 332-1840. Northwest Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is the Northwest Bank Wildcat News here on 97.7 The Bolt. We just talked to Mr. Bruder about Kindergarten Roundup and the preschool open house, and now we are here to talk about Meals from the Heartland with Brenda Geitzenauer, and that's coming up. That's going to be end of next week, March 11th and 12th. Of course, if you heard in the news today on March 11th, the middle school students will be helping package meals, right, Brenda?
Yes. During the school year, we have different fundraisers to help raise money for Meals from the Heartland. And in conjunction then with Meals from the Heartland, we are able to go over and package. We have a student day. So every single student in our building gets to go over on March 11th. We go from 9 to 1 p.m. Each class, each grade level gets an hour to go over and package meals. So this year we've done some different things. We've had a hat day that we used to raise some money. We had a teacher dance where the kids put in how much they want, which teacher they want to see dance off at the Christmas assembly. We did the Kiss the Pig contest again this year, which everybody loves to do that. We did a soup supper with the help of the board from Meals from the Heartland. They came in, the adults from there came in and helped us serve, and the kids were part of that, and we had donations for desserts from our teachers. So we really get into supporting that cause for our community. We know that some of the packaging that we do actually goes to our community and the food pantry here in Humboldt, so that's always a great thing for our kids to realize and know what's going on with them, besides going internationally and around the world with the meals. It's also a local thing, so the kids really enjoy that. We have this as kind of our community service project as one of them. We have different ones, and throughout the year, we just talk about Rachel's challenge and the kindness factor, and we just had a kindness kindness week in January, and the students were given a list of about 50 things that they could try to do to be kind to other people, and for those who got half of them done, then they were put into a drawing for a prize and things like that. So, we really push that, and this is one of our things with that kindness is that, we're helping others and we're doing things for other people. We also do it in conjunction with St. Mary's. They bring their 4th, 5th, and 6th graders up to package meals also with us at the same time. We kind of have that worked out, so we have between 120 and 140 kids going at one time packaging meals, and our teachers get involved in it and help the kids, and we do a little lesson the week before and talk about why it's important and what's going to happen when they get over there. And this year will be the 8th graders, this will be their 4th year going over, so something very exciting for them, that they've been there enough and now they're kind of the pros at it and know what's going on.
Yep.
So.
All right, awesome. So again, that is Brenda talking about Meals from the Heartland. Anything else to mention about this?
No, like I said, it's March 11th. It's a really good thing for our community, and also, like with what George had said about the conferences, we had a great turnout last night on conferences, and there, if you happen to miss your conference because you forget, we know that happens with parents, just call and reschedule. We have openings still coming up tomorrow night, so get in there, and yeah, we've had a great turnout with that, and the kids are doing a great job, and it's getting close to the end of the year, so, you start doing some of those wrap-up things you hear with the kindergarten roundup, it's like, whoa, there's not much time left.
Yeah.
We really got to get things going. So, it's a good and it's a fun time of year when, spring starts coming, we get the kids outside and do different projects, and we have Rake Day coming up in April, so great things for the kids going on right now.
All right, awesome. Again, that is Brenda. Thank you for joining me this week on the Northwest Bank Wildcat News here at 97.7.
This has been the Northwest Bank Wildcat News Program, presented every Wednesday at this time by Northwest Bank.